Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Today, once again, we have Men's Network, Nelson Banda, whom we appreciate, come to us again. Welcome to Comfort Time, Mr. Banda.
Oh, thank you very much. It's always good to be here.
Thank you. So today we have a very special topic. You have identified December, 17th December to be exact, as a day for the men's conference. So what type of a conference is this?
Okay. Yeah, this is conference has been planned. Initially, we should have had it on the 19th of November. 19th of November is International Men's Day.
Okay.
Yes, so, but because of, other factors, it's a very busy time. The 16 days is a very, very busy time.
Okay.
Yeah, so the partners that we've been working with have been doing other assignments.
I've been busy with other things. Okay.
Yeah, so we felt that we can work best when
when you're done with the program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically we decided to have the men's conference on the 17th of December by inviting a number of stakeholders, especially people that hold a certain status, high profile individuals, men that is, from other sectors that we have not worked with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say high profile men. So when you say high profile, I'm thinking, looking at CEOs, COOs,
Yeah.
People in that category.
Yeah, you see, our work is very interesting, and we've done quite a lot of work by reaching out to men in a number of communities, but we also realized that we missed out a number of men in that category. High profile men, we mean people that have a certain roles or status. These are chief executive officers in the private sectors, directors in the corporate world, at the level of permanent secretaries, and people that we usually see on television, but we do not interact so much with them. We felt that this group of people could also be reached by bringing them together to have conversations amongst themselves, but also to tap into their ideas. How can they help us to address gender-based violence in the institutions where they are coming from? Because we know that there could be some forms of gender-based violence, or inspire women in those institutions to report gender-based violence to responsible officers or the victim support unit. So we deliberately designed that program to bring this group of people together.
Oh, that's very interesting, because what I know is that even them at that level are victims of GBV. But what I'm not sure of is what strategy do you have to get them to open up? Because men at that level are really closed in. So for them to say, okay, we appreciate this program, and to open up and say even we are victims of GBV, is not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy, and this comes from our socialization processes as men. Because as men we are taught to be strong all the time. When you are growing up, your dad will always say, you are a man or you are a boy, you have to be strong. And
don't cry, men don't cry.
Yes. Men
as if men have no blood running through their veins.
Yes. So we hope that at the end of the day we are going to break the silence by the fact that they are all men who share some common understanding. They meet elsewhere, maybe at the golf club, and in other spaces, in professional associations. We hope that we are going to tap into those platforms where they go to have conversations with them, and so that they can also influence other colleagues that will not be there to take a step to come together and share those ideas. Yeah.
Have you, as we invited them, did you send them messages explaining that this is what is expected of them? Maybe even ask them to share with other colleagues and come up with best practices before the meeting, because if you just invite them, they come there, they are not sure what they are there for, and then suddenly you're asking them to open up. That may be not easy. But if you give them time to think about it.
Yeah, yes, we have done that.
You have,
we have designed a concept that explains clearly what type of the program it is. Yeah, so then they'll be able to know the type of meeting that they'll be attending. But also, since it's a group that rarely meet, I think it's an opportunity for them to network over the same issues, and take those networking ideas into the other spaces where they meet. We know that some CEOs belong to professional associations. Permanent secretaries also have their own spaces where they meet, and they'll be able to share and come up with common strategies that we can really tap into. Yeah.
Okay, so the program is not just specifically about gender-based violence. It has some other programs that you have incorporated in it.
We are going to have a panel discussions.
Oh, okay.
We have people from diverse backgrounds.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that we can steer the conversation.
Okay.
We have also invited, the UN system. Some of the UN agencies will be there.
Okay.
Some ambassadors will be there. The secretary to the cabinet will be there. The media will be there. And we are not working alone. We are working with the gender division. As you may wish to know, that all the gender activities that we do, whether it's in a rural area or by another organizations, technically the gender division is the coordinator, and we add to what the division stands for. Okay, so we are also working with our colleagues from the UN. Yeah, this program is sponsored by UNDP.
Okay.
Yeah, but they also bring in other partners, so that we can share and add value to the activity.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
No, this sounds very interesting and very encouraging. You're doing a good job, because men have a hard time opening up.
Yeah.
They prefer to suffer in silence, which and that's why a lot of the deaths we see by suicide is by men. And it's because they bottle things up, they don't share. They could be going through a very hard time. They just feel like they're on their own, like they're an island. So no man is an island, and no man should feel they don't have to share what they're going through, because they're human. Every human, we are wired to share, to be with someone, whether it's a partner, whether it's a group, we're supposed to share. And they say a problem shared is a problem halved. So you should encourage the men. We are glad that that's happening, and especially that there will be a panel, maybe that will help them to open up. Yeah.
So we're talking about men's health. It's one of the areas that we are also interested.
Great.
And to undertake men's health, we are working with the Global Action on Men's Health, which is based in the UK.
Okay.
And we are sharing a number of, information so that together we can address critical issues affecting men. As you may wish to know that when men you reach a certain age, especially when you get to the age of 40, your body changes. It starts to, slow down in a number of ways. Yeah, so you find that you need, communities, the government to begin to plan
towards that and to encourage men
yeah.
for testing. In fact, now that you mentioned that, it brings me to the idea of the SOD that we have been promoting. The SOD stands for superoxide demustase, which can be Googled. You can Google and find what that is. It's basically an enzyme that we are born with. When we are babies, when we are born, we are young, we've got 100% enzyme. When you reach 40, the age that you have mentioned, the SOD levels come down to about 70%. So as you get older, you lose that. And with the men, as that SOD gets less, the first thing that you will notice is that they have the inflammation of the prostate gland. And that is what brings prostate cancer. So if men get tested and they address the inflammation of the prostate gland, they'll find that they are very healthy. In fact, men are calling the SOD a natural Viagra, because when the prostate gland inflammation is addressed, then they function normally. Yeah, these days there's issues of diabetes, there's issues of high blood pressure, all which are ailments that that stop you functioning normally as a person first and foremost, and as a man. So when that is addressed, because this addresses the rotting of cells, not only do the cells rot, they also age. So it addresses rotting, aging of the cells. So it regenerates the cells, and we are made up of cells. So when the cells are healthy, the bodies are healthy. So I'm glad that you are sharing that. You could also share the information of the healing of the cells. Yeah, because that is something that men over 40, men and women actually over 40, as the levels go down. It's for that reason that when a child is sick, within 3-4 days they are healthy. But when an elderly person is sick, it takes longer because their levels are small and they are not able to absorb the nutrients as the intestinal wall is thickened from aging. Okay.
Yeah, so we're very excited that this will take place, and whatever comes out, we're going to share with our regional colleagues in other countries to learn from our experience. Yeah, so that you never know. We're also trying to share strategies at a regional level. In fact, last week we had a regional learning and exchange program, a conference that we held virtually.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked with our colleagues in Nigeria, the Community Life Project. So we came together and we brought a number of countries to share experiences.
Okay.
And so some of these processes will not just end here, but they will actually go over the borders. Now that it's easy to share technology.
Yeah.
So we're very excited that whatever is happening in Zambia, we also share with our regional colleagues.
Okay. No, we are very grateful for what you're doing. You're really helping and you're really empowering the men. And not only the men, as we watch as women, we're also encouraged because we get to benefit from what you're doing. And you too get to benefit from what we're doing. So once we work together, we can only be happier together. So thank you so much, Mr. Banda, for the information. And we look forward to hearing the results of this conference.
Yeah, we'll definitely share.
We'll continue to support you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Banda, for all the information. We wish you all the best at the conference. We pray that the men will open up and will get to hear how this is impacting them. We also pray that you continue with your work and that those that you need to come through for you, come through for you. So our audience, we can only say continue to support us. We'll continue to give us a thumbs up. As you know, when you give us a thumbs up, YouTube picks it up and shares it with many other forums where the information can be reached. We also pray that you have already subscribed. If you haven't, please do, and share the programs widely. It's important that everybody has this information. So Comfort Time continues. See you in the next video.